All right, welcome to the Liverpool Connection podcast. We haven't done one of these for a while. We're back down the pub here with Chris Delcros. We have a special guest, John Davidson. How are you doing?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right. We're doing good. Delcros, though, before we get to you, I want to get to you and hear about your weekend. Did you have fun? I know there was a big... some Irish stuff happening at the weekend.
All Ireland final, Cork and Clare.
Yeah.
Clare won probably one of the best sporting events ever.
Ever?
Yeah. Well, and I don't think that's a stretch to say that. I think it was wonderful advertisement for hurling. I think it was a wonderful advertisement for Irish sports. Incredible to think that all those guys are amateurs and just do it for the love of the game. They put on a spectacle for 70 minutes, went to extra time. A fella by the name of Tony Kelly scored a goal that was like something equivalent to probably Maradona's against England, not the handball one, but the other one. It was just out of this world, and as I say, it was a great day. We went to the pub early. Yeah. And we were well jarred now by the time evening time and bedtime came around, but we had a good day.
Nice. So with that being said, we're getting back into the football, the sport, the chaos, the drama, the soap opera. The pre-season fixtures are about to start. Liverpool have already arrived in America. We have 3 games. We're playing Real Betis, Arsenal, Manchester United, fairly young squad, which is understandable because a lot of our players have been at the Euros and they've been at Copa America as well. So we'll get to talking a little bit about that in this podcast, about what our expectations are. Are there any young players that really have a point to prove, which would be like Carvalho, Sepp van der Berg, etc. It's a good opportunity. But yeah, I want to welcome John, your first time on the podcast. You've been in Austin for what, like a year, right?
Yeah, so I've been in Austin for a year, a little bit over a year and a month.
And you're a wrestler?
I am a professional wrestler.
What's your... So the Knull, is that the wrestling name, right?
Yes, Knull. It's in Null and Void. That's the wrestling name. Yes, sir.
Where'd you get that from?
I got it from a comic, from the Marvel Universe. And then also like a whole bunch of like black metal bands. I'm into like black metal, so like a accumulation of Marvel and rock bands, things like that.
Black metal bands.
Yeah, black metal bands, like the hardcore music.
Yeah.
Like very hardcore music.
Can you name like any of the bands that you're into?
Probably Mayhem. Yeah, Mayhem.
Mayhem.
Yeah, Mayhem. That's probably the darkest one. Slayer, but the one I really listen to the more is definitely Mayhem and like Devourment, but. Probably Mayhem is probably my number one because it gets me in like a dark headspace before I go out.
So it's that, and we were chatting earlier, of course, like about this. So it's that combination of like the black metal, the Marvel and horror movies.
Yeah, that's what I'm into. Yes, sir.
Like, what's your favorite? Like, if you
horror movie?
Horror movies.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre for 2003.
Yeah.
Favorite. That's my favorite all-time horror movie. I like the villain in the movie, you know what I mean? That's like my favorite part of the movie, the villain, how he's portrayed. That's kind of how I model myself.
In the wrestling, are you, because we had a federation come to our gym and it was really cool.
Yes, sir.
Everybody enjoyed it, but it was funny to see that each fight had a bad guy and a good guy. So you're mostly the bad guy, are you?
Nah, it's weird. I look bad. I say that I look bad, but I look bad.
Did you not look too bad?
I look bad, but the people they like me, it's like a Zodiac killer, like a guy who looks bad, but he does bad things to bad people. So that's kind of like what I am.
Yeah,
for sure.
Nice one.
But I definitely look bad when I go out there. It's all black, mask, very like edgy. Yeah, I don't look like a good guy at all, but the crowd seems to like it.
When you can't really tell on the camera as such, but you're 6'7".
Yeah, I'm 6'7", about 250 pounds.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
So
he's a big guy.
I'm kind of a big dude for sure.
So it leads into like why you're on the podcast as well, right?
Yeah,
so
I just popped up.
Yeah, we had Seamus came down here.
Yes, sir.
As you know Seamus.
I do know
he came down
Seamus.
to the pub, and everyone, of course, loved having him here. He's a big Liverpool fan.
He is.
You're not a fan yet.
I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan, and you're trying to decide what team
Yeah, for
that
sure.
you should root for.
I want to hop on the right team. So I gotta know like who the right team to be a part of and represent is.
So we're here to convince you in a very nice way. We don't want to go. But
I mean, if you don't want to go, you'll be all right too.
I know, but
I don't think even the two of us will manage to force them.
yeah, I mean, I know like
if
LeBron
you say
James.
Manchester United or something, then we might be a bit upset. But
I know about like Ronaldo. I know about like Ronaldo, things like that. But I know LeBron James is like the owner, part of the ownership for
he's
Liverpool.
part of the ownership.
That's like all I know about Liverpool.
He came on a few years ago. But yeah, I mean, Liverpool's a team that I've been supporting for as long as I know, since
Yes, sir.
like 82, I think, something like that. And what about 82? I believe it's like my first game I watched on TV. What about you? What was
Mine is probably 87, 88, 89, and around those years.
Yeah.
John Aldridge was my man.
John Aldridge.
Yeah, Aldo was my man, and it's Irish striker, and that's kind of what got me into Liverpool. And then the infamous Michael Thomas goal. I remember sobbing my fucking heart out that night. My dad couldn't get me to go to fucking bed, and I was just crying and crying and crying. And ever since that day, then just had that love affair with Liverpool. So that's kind of it.
I don't know what in American sports to compare Liverpool to. Right?
Okay.
I mean, I've been in America for a while, but I don't really follow American sports because there is so much English, Spanish, German, but there's so much European football on TV.
Definitely.
I mean, my life there would be nothing else to do if I got into American sports as well. I don't know what to compare Liverpool to American-wise, but Liverpool are a team that dominated in the late 70s, the 80s, had a massive blip in the 90s. 2000s, we started to come back, and then we won the league again a few years ago. But we've never done things easy. We're like a club that like we'll win a cup.
Yes.
But it won't be like an easy victory. I mean, you have to really work for it.
So you guys are like an underdog, kind of.
Not in the 80s. Maybe now a little bit more of the underdogs. But we were the team that everyone wanted to be back then. And then we kind of took a massive backward step, like financially, and Manchester United kind of took over in the 90s. It's only recently, really, the past 8-10 years that we've started to come back. But Liverpool is a team that the fans extremely passionate. The ground that we play at, Anfield, like the songs. I think I wouldn't be wrong in saying that I think a lot of English clubs see Anfield as one of the best grounds on the planet for atmosphere. Like extremely intimidating. I don't know if you want to add anything. I kind of like where you're going with that, because I was going to say that, like, if you're, I think a lot of it's to do with the fans, and that old saying, birds of a feather flock together. You always have good crack with the Liverpool fans, like, especially we come in here now, we couldn't watch the games down here in the pub, and it does be packed every Saturday, Sunday, and it's always good fun. And even back when we weren't winning, and there was only 10 or 8 or 12 of us in Fidos or in Quattros back in the day, and places like that. But I met some of the good friends that I have here in Austin. I've been here 13 years now.
Yes,
and
sir.
Most of the friends I met here is through Liverpool and through the supporters group, and it's always a great sense of community. And I think that really comes from the club, and it gives it's a special kind of, in my opinion, it's a special kind of person that follows Liverpool. They have something different about them. It's just not a football team. It's more of a family. It's more of a community, and if you're looking for a team to follow, you're looking to make friends here in Austin.
Yeah, I might have to do it. I only got that many friends here.
It's a good group.
I only got that many friends. I'm this big cool dude, but I don't got that many friends here in Austin.
A big cool dude.
Yeah.
I mean, we could probably do a you down here on some of these some of these match days, like at 6:30, 9 a.m. and everything. It's it gets busy. So, like, for people that are watching, in Austin, we've had a couple of different pubs that have been like the official Liverpool bar. There was Fido's that was downtown, like a chain Irish pub. That was kind of the main one for a while, and then there was like a.
It was never ours though.
It was never. There was never ours. But it felt like there was more Liverpool fans there for games than any other fans. Like if you had like a Liverpool Manchester United game,
I do miss those.
There would be a lot of Liverpool fans.
I do miss the Liverpool United and for those.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Riley Street is great. It's a great pub to be in. But the fact that there was always a good set of United fans.
It's good for banter, right?
It was good banter.
I got a question though. Like, what are you guys like women fans like though? Like, do y'all have any good looking like women fans? Like, you know what I mean?
Tons of them.
So many.
That's an important indicator. With the women, I'm a single dude, so I might meet.
Lovely girls part of the group.
So you're a single guy.
I'm a single dude, man. I'm single.
You're in good shape.
Good shape.
You're very tall.
Very tall.
Ladies.
Yeah.
Next season for Liverpool games.
We'll never be able to get into the pub now.
So I'm saying, I see what the women are like for Liverpool. See if they got any good women. That's a big indicator.
You'll be all right. There's plenty of them down here.
In Austin?
Yeah. Well, in Austin there's loads. In the group there's plenty as well.
Yeah, but I don't go out that much, so I might meet a good girl at the group.
Yeah, well then you're good. You'll be all right.
I might meet a girl at the group.
You're good. So the season will kick off. There's some pre-seasons games. Don't worry about that coming down the pub, but the season will kick off like mid-August.
Okay.
And that's when it will get
That's when it heats up. That's when it heats up
busy down here. Yeah, that's when it starts. But yeah, there's a lot of expats. So from European that would come down here
women?
and watch the games as well. I don't know if there's.
I don't.
Yeah, I'm trying to be.
I don't think there are, but after this podcast, they might all show up.
I'm saying,
they might come down, but you just have to see. You just have to see. But it's so we're getting like the season, like last season, there was a chance that we could have won everything.
Okay.
And then it kind of collapsed around March, April time, and we ended up winning one trophy, which is great, but it wasn't like the main.
Wasn't the championship?
Yeah, like the Premier League would be the main.
Okay.
Which Man City won, which is a team you should never support because they're a team.
Well, what's wrong with them? What's wrong with Manchester?
There's two clubs in Manchester, right?
So it's like I'm a Lakers fan.
Manchester City.
So it's like we got the Lakers and Clippers. So it's like two teams in the same city.
Yeah,
you don't want to.
So I've always been a diehard Lakers fan.
So Man United, at least they have a little bit of history, right? Well, they have a lot of history. So Man United, I can respect for that standpoint. Man City, basically, were not very good up until 15 odd years ago when a lot of money came in. Okay. And then the money got spent. They bought all the best players, and then they win everything. So you don't want to support them. It's just really boring.
That's what most teams do. They buy the players. They buy the best players.
Yeah,
but it doesn't always work though.
It doesn't always.
It doesn't always work. It's like the NBA.
Exactly. And so we're hoping, and it's been done. Like Liverpool won the league by spending like a lot less than opposing teams. They won the league like 3 years ago. Okay. And it's like it's a lot more. It means a lot more when you do it that way rather than you buy everything.
Yes, sir.
When you buy everything, it's like really.
That's kind of like.
And it's not. I don't think it's also the fact that buying everything. It's kind of how they're buying things.
Yeah.
They've a bunch of financial fair play charges against them. They've allegedly done some creative accounting.
We think they're doing things a little bit illegal.
Illegal? In Manchester?
Yeah, imagine that.
Like, what are they doing though? What do y'all think they're doing?
I don't know. So they're owned by some prince in Abu Dhabi or some sheikh in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, and then so he basically is the ruler of there, so he basically owns everything.
Yeah, but he's rich. He's super rich.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of shenanigans went on with sponsorships from Abu Dhabi to Man City.
Yeah.
So they would put stuff on the toilet doors, and they would spend, I don't know, 400k just to have that little piece of real estate, just to inflate their turnover and their income in order to be able to kind of get around. This is all allegedly. I don't want to get sued.
You're not gonna get sued. You're not gonna get sued.
A disclaimer that
all words spoken during this podcast.
Nah, you won't get sued, man.
Exactly. So kind of stuff, kind of like that. And I mean, you know, when you're going, we had a couple of pretty epic battles with them over the last few seasons. So when you kind of get close in rivalries like that, you tend to kind of dislike one another. So we don't kind of like. Man City fans probably wouldn't like Liverpool fans.
But you guys got LeBron James as the owner.
Exactly.
So like, you know, LeBron James can do whatever he wants to do.
Yeah, he just keeps giving us that money. Although I wonder, is he giving us money or are we giving him money?
I think we're giving him
money
at the moment. I mean, I'll be honest, I haven't seen much of LeBron's involvement apart from showing up to like one game, maybe two.
He's a busy guy though.
Yeah, he was
a busy guy.
But if you're gonna say, "Hey, I'm a Liverpool," and he wears like Liverpool stuff in press conferences,
he's a busy guy,
which is good. Which I know makes a big fucking difference to people that are watching.
Oh, that's what I know about Liverpool.
He's wearing Liverpool, right?
I know about LeBron. LeBron James is my favorite players.
Right? Yeah.
So I see, LeBron James like Liverpool. Let me get some Liverpool stuff because LeBron likes
Liverpool. We have a women's team as well.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
There you go. That might be another.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know
that. Women's team and Man City. I mean, a lot of the teams in the Premier League have women's teams, but the season, as I say, starting soon. Pre-season's about to happen. We spoke about this again earlier. Like we're playing in Columbia, South Carolina.
Yeah, that's like an hour from where I'm from.
Oh, is that where
Charlotte. Yeah, I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, but Columbia is like an hour and a half away. So it's kind of random for y'all to have a game in Columbia.
Yeah, we're playing Manchester United there.
Which is weird.
And it's a pretty big. I mean, college stadiums.
Yeah, USC is big.
Are insane.
Yeah, USC is a big school. You know, USC, University of South Carolina, is a really good school.
Yeah.
Really a big school for football as well. So I mean, it makes sense.
It's like I read today.
And big for basketball too. They're big for basketball, women's basketball at least.
It's a big deal. I think the
they just won a championship.
80,000.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like for college. I mean, that's
that's everywhere in America though.
But that's nearly a small college.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Stadium.
Yeah. I mean, most of the stadiums in England in the Premier League football, like most of the stadiums are smaller than that. We have stadiums in the Premier League that are below 20,000.
20,000? That's like an NBA, like hockey stadium here.
It's like elementary school NBA. Like
some high school, some high schools got that here.
Ice hockey place up in Cedar Park.
I know.
Yeah, man.
So we're playing. So Columbia, South Carolina. So that have you been? Like you've been to that?
I've been to Columbia. Right? I've been to Columbia. Yeah, I've been to Columbia.
So playing there. That's Man United. Playing in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I've been to Pittsburgh too. I've never been to Philadelphia. I've been to Pittsburgh though. I don't like Pittsburgh.
I know that when the English teams come over in the past, I mean the reason they come over is these stadiums get packed.
Oh yeah, that'll be a big game. That'll be a big game in Columbia. I mean, soccer is worldwide. Well, football, I don't want to get in trouble for calling it soccer.
That's all right.
But
we had a show called Soccer AM in England, and it was all right.
It's worldwide. That's like one of the biggest, if not the biggest sport in the world. Yeah. So it'll be packed in South Carolina for sure.
It'd be full, I'd say.
Have
you seen you've seen the squad, right? They pretty young.
It is pretty. It's very young.
Yeah. I need to go to a Chelsea. I need to go to a Liverpool game.
Yeah.
See how I like it.
Yeah.
I should probably go to a game. I got my passport. So.
Well, come here first. See how you like it here.
I got to see it in real life.
And then go.
I got to see it in real life.
That's a good. See it in real life.
I got to see it in real life because watching it here is like I'm watching anything on TV. So I got to see it in in the flesh.
Yeah.
He's right. I mean, that is
because watching on TV is like
you go to the stadium first and you experience it.
Oh, you'll never turn back.
I mean, you'll never turn back. You will be convinced.
Yeah.
I got to go to the stadium. So I got to go to the stadium, see what it's like, and then I can't watch it on TV and I'm a Liverpool fan. I got to see it in person.
I have to figure out tickets and all that kind of stuff.
I got to get.
Are you going to go this year?
I'm hoping to go. Yeah, I'm hoping to go this year.
Yeah.
And plus, I got wrestling. I got wrestling fans in London, so
You have wrestling fans?
Yeah, I got wrestling fans in London. Yeah. In the UK, I got fans in the UK. I don't got any women fans in the UK, but I got like wrestling dudes that like me in the UK.
So you only have like wrestling dude fans, but no women fans?
I mean, I don't know too many women in the UK. I mean, I know some girls in London, but like I don't know. I mean, I know some women in London.
Yeah.
But if I go to London, I want to see my fans there.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Like that the women come, you know, they come and do what they got to do.
Let's lead on from that, right? So you're injured at the moment, so you have a knee injury, right?
I got a knee injury and a shoulder injury. I tore my labrum in my right shoulder. I got hit with a ladder. Yeah, I got hit with a ladder February 3rd of this year, and I smacked the dude back. Yeah. And I picked him up for a tombstone, which is, you know, it just made it worse. You know, he's 400 pounds, so it tore my labrum. I still wrestled on it up until June, and then I also tore my meniscus in my right knee. I tore that in November of last year, and I just got surgery 3 weeks ago.
Those guys up in the gym, I was like, I saw it on telly a few times, right? You're kind of like
up in the gym.
Yeah, but holy Jesus Christ! Like, you give each other fair belts. Like, there's plenty of fucking hitting in it.
Oh yeah, so it's real, man. It's real.
Yeah.
Anyone says it's fake.
It's like if we really just got in a fight right here and we just cracked you over the head with this
Like,
Topo Chico bottle.
I couldn't get over how like
it's real.
hardcore it
it's
was.
like you have to be.
You got to be crazy to do it.
You got to be insane. You got to be
Look
like that. Right? You got to be insane. You got to be strong. You got to be a good actor as well.
Everything,
like,
but you got to really be crazy though. Crazy, being crazy is like the main thing though.
How did that not break?
BD Riley's glasses. That's amazing. Look at this.
That is Irish made. Bounced.
I'm glad it didn't shatter though.
Tile floor.
Bounced off a tile floor.
Yeah.
It's a good tile.
I think the tile is broke.
I know.
I'm glad it didn't shatter though.
I was full sure it was fucking dead.
Your glass as well. So injury, and when you do back, like a couple of months.
Yeah, so I had surgery 3 weeks ago. I'm 3 weeks post-op. I got a lot of physical therapy. You know, I'm doing physical therapy every day with like the trainers. Yeah. So I'm just taking it like day by day. You know, my legs, it's weird, they're getting kind of weak. So, you know, upper body's getting kind of weak too because my labrum was torn. So I just been kind of freaking life out. You know, it hasn't been the best, but I'm trying to make the most of it at the moment while I'm injured.
And you're training, whose camp?
So I train at Rhodes Wrestling Academy. It's ran by Dustin Rhodes, you know, formerly known as Goldust in the WWE. So yeah, that's my coach. That's my coach at the moment. But I started with George South, you know, my first ever coach. You know, the best coach in the world is George South out of Charlotte, North Carolina. So, but yeah, I currently work with Goldust. Texas.
Is the ultimate plan once you get back, you know, from this injury, you get back into training to push again for the WWE?
Oh yeah, you know, that's my goal to be back there. You know, I made it there in 2022, and you know, due to certain circumstances, you know, I wasn't able to complete the job. But you know, that's my main focus is getting back to WWE. You know, that's the biggest wrestling company there is. So you know, that's where I want to be at. That's where I belong at.
And how does that work? What, they just call you? You wrestle away and you do your tour, and
you
they just call you up, or
they just call you up. So you know, when I first talked to WWE, it was random. It was really random. You know, I was on a hot streak though in 2022. I was on a hot streak. Like I was everywhere in the world. You know, it was just the right timing. And you know, they saw what I did in the ring, and they loved it. They liked what I did.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just really luck. But it's really skilled too and putting in the effort. You know, I'm fully dedicated to the sport.
So they have to, like, do you have to be, for the want of a better word, lucky enough for them to be there when you're doing it, or do they look at tapes?
Internet.
Or how do the internet?
Internet. So they found me through New Japan. I don't know if you know who if you heard of New Japan Pro Wrestling. So a guy that worked for New Japan named Patrick. I love Patrick because he's the one that actually showed me to WWE.
Yeah.
He had a meeting with a representative for WWE. He was like, "Hey, you should take a look at this guy." And he's still talking about me. You know, I don't like talking about myself, but he said some really good things about me, showed him my work, and you know, WWE was interested. So I was fortunate enough to get a solid a solid opportunity with them.
Yeah.
And you know, some unfortunate events happen, but I'll be back.
Yeah.
Had to wash it down the whiskey.
Yeah. There you go.
You, I mean, also a good thing about you moving to Austin. You've been here a year, and it's not just the wrestling, but there's the acting opportunities.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of the film industry has been moving to Austin over the
has
past
been.
decade. There's a lot. I know you love your horror movies. A lot of horror movies.
I love horror. I want to be an evil Denzel Washington, like a scary
Evil
Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
definitely horror movies. I want to be I got Hollywood tattooed on my leg like 5 years ago, for no reason. So you know, I gotta. Yeah, it looked cool.
Get there.
So I gotta get there. I literally got it tattooed on my leg for no
As
reason.
they say, if you write your goals down, they'll come true. So
Yeah.
you wrote it on yourself.
I literally wrote it on my I
Yeah.
wrote it on myself like 6 years ago.
Yeah, well, there you go. Well, let's hope it comes
I got my old street number down there, then I got Hollywood. So, you know, I'll probably end at Hollywood. Not end life, but end at Hollywood, hopefully.
Yeah.
So next week you're going to be going down to South Congress, the tattoo shop, and then over your left bicep you're going to get like the Liverpool logo, right?
It depends on how much money they pay me. Give me if they give me about 50,000, 100,000, I'll do it.
You're going to do it?
I would do it. I need it.
Yeah, okay.
I need it. I'll do it for 15 right now. 15. Yeah.
All right, good times. All right, I guess we'll wrap it up. So, yeah, Liverpool pre-season is about to kick off. I'm going to the game in Colombia, so I'm looking forward to checking out that stadium.
Sure.
There's a lot of events that are taking place there. The Anfield Rap are going to be there. I think Mark Kenny's there. There's going to be some ex-players. So it'll be good to hang out and see all of that. But pre-season is what it is. You know, it's there for players to work up their fitness. The results don't matter. They really don't.
They do matter.
It's not in pre-season. It's about, there's a lot more to it.
Yeah, it's just shape, getting into shape.
It's about getting into shape, and it's a good opportunity for me, for the young players. There could be some that really make a difference that can say, hey, I deserve
Although the two
a
that I
spot
wanted to
in the
see are
squad for
going.
next season. So, who Dan's, I'm guessing.
And I think Bobby Clark.
Bobby Clark, both injured, I think. So
Injured, I'd say more so they're heading off somewhere, I'd say.
conspiracy theory.
No?
I think they're injured. Yeah, I think genuinely.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Well, I mean, no.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. I don't mean I hope they're injured. I just hope. I hope I see more. I hope we see more of them.
Okay. All right. Thank you to BD Riley's. Make sure you like, subscribe. Also, do you have Instagram, social, that people can follow you on, all that good stuff?
I do have Instagram. It is The Real Knull. So you can add me on there if you want to. You know, you can see like all my wrestling stuff and car stuff. You know, I'm real big into cars too and clothes. So you can just add me there if you want to. Yeah,
Cool.
it's pretty.
Brilliant.
I don't really get too much social media, but that. Yeah, it's Instagram.
All right. Have a good one. Thank you.
Good luck.
Cheers.